Welcome back to 526. In health news this morning, exposure to even moderate levels of air pollution may cause heart damage. That's according to one of the largest studies to date published in the journal Radiology. Researchers analyzed over 11,000 adults who have undergone cardiac CT exams between 2012 and 2023 in Canada. They say the findings suggest even levels of air pollution below or near regulatory standards are associated with early signs of heart disease, often before symptoms appear. A new study is challenging long-held beliefs about women's heart health. Researchers at Tulane University say being female is not a universal factor for stroke among patients with atrial fibrillation. The study suggests increased stroke risk is more likely modified by being female. Age may play a larger factor, primarily among women 75 and older or those with other health conditions. AFib is the most common heart rhythm disorder. And new research links the GLP-1 medication semaglutide to a better quality of life for adults with type 2 diabetes and chronic kidney disease. The study shows that taking once a week semaglutide reduced risk of major kidney disease events by 24% compared with a placebo over 3 years. Over 850 million people around the world live with chronic kidney disease, and cases have more than doubled since 1990. Skin cancer is the most common cancer risk in the U.S., but you know that you can lower your risk of developing the disease by protecting your skin from the sun and avoiding tanning. However, dermatologists are seeing a concerning comeback of a dangerous summer skin routine. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains why any tan is bad for the skin and how they say you can safely get a summer glow.
The weather is warming, the sun is shining, and many are chasing that summer tan. But it comes with a cost.
People are looking at that kind of bronze glow and feeling like it's a sign of health. But what we really know is that all tans are a sign of DNA damage.
Dermatologist Dr. Spencer Dunaway with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says tanning exposes skin to dangerous UV radiation, which increases a person's risk of developing several cancers, cataracts, and can cause premature skin aging. Indoor tanning through a tanning bed or sun lamp can be even more dangerous, in some cases emitting UV radiation up to 15 times the strength of the midday sun.
We have tons of evidence that tanning beds cause cancer, and they're in the same group as tobacco, smoke, and things like asbestos.
Dunaway says there's renewed concern that more minors will turn to indoor tanning after the FDA withdrew a proposed rule last month, which would have banned anyone under 18 from using tanning beds, instead leaving regulations up to individual states.
If you start tanning under the age of 18, you have a dramatic increase in the risk of skin cancer, and you're also at 4 times the risk of becoming a lifelong or long-term tanner.
Dunaway says self-tanner or artificial tanner is a safer way to get a summer glow. The lotions or wipes can cause a reaction that creates a pigment-like compound on the skin.
So that's absolutely safe. However, there's no such thing as a safe natural tan.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Dr. Dunaway says to keep skin safe, check the UV index each day. You'd just like to check a weather report. If the UV index is under 3, he says to use a broad spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher. If the UV index is between 3 and 6, he says that's the danger zone. Use and reapply sunscreen and wear UV protective clothing. And finally, he says if the UV index is over 6, head inside to protect your skin.